gonna fool you. Don't worry, it's not contagious. You know, I'm already 20 years in Australia and I still haven't got Australian accent either. So because if you're interested, I was born in a country that doesn't exist. Anyone want to guess? You're worried that I'm gonna, you know, quiz you on the geography, right? You don't know anything about it.
Atlantis.
Yeah, close. I was born in Czechoslovakia. The country doesn't exist anymore. It disappeared faster than my father when I'm trying to talk about my feelings, you know. So I grew up in communism, you know, not like your TikTok videos about sharing the community gardens and make the happy communities. I grew up in like Soviet communism, you know, like you know, I was breastfed by Stalin basically, twice daily. You know. No lactose, just surveillance. It's, yeah. In the primary school, all the kids, we have to swear the loyalty to the Communist Party and the Soviet Union, you know. The hand on the heart, serious face, you know, swearing, like, yeah, I remember that video. Like, we get a red scarf and a badge after that, and they called us pioneers, you know, explorers, you know, pioneer, but we haven't been discovering anything except maybe how long you can suppress critical thinking in the kid. You know, it's the pioneer. They give us the red, we have a red scarf, a white shirt, blue pants, badge, you know, because pioneers, nothing says bright future better than give your kids uniform and mild paranoia, obviously. It's, yeah, I was recently diagnosed with ADHD. You know, this wild kid running around, you know, just can't sit still. And, but in the communist time, they called me enemy of the state. They kicked me out of the pioneer, you know, the Boy Scout with the red scarf. They kicked me out from it because, you know, and I'm sure till today I'm on the KGB list. You know, I was not able to sitting still when they were playing the Russian anthem. So they put me on the list, I guess. We were also training for the nuclear war as little kids. You know, they give us like the gas mask and the air rifle. We're running around like radioactive ninjas. You know, we have a plastic coat and plastic bags on the hands and feet, and because that's obviously safe from radiation. That's what we are told. It's not so funny, I'm sorry, it's a bit tragic, but that was my childhood, you know, I'm just trying to, it's like my therapy here, you know, I'm just getting through, you know, I was diagnosed with ADHD and social anxiety, and I say if I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy, it's going to help me to deal with my childhood traumas.
I've got some news for you, buddy.
But before they kicked me out from the pioneer, you know, the scout with the red scarf, the teacher come in the class in the morning and she say, kids, this is great honor today, you know, we're gonna go and visit our Soviet brothers in their army base. So we jumped to the bus, you know, we got there, we get out, we're just looking, it's like smell of diesel and vodka everywhere, there was like drunken soldiers over there, you know, broken cars, it's like garage sale for the tanks. The best part, the worst part actually of that was the lunch. They give us the lunch. I'm not gonna even describe what was it, you know. Let's say the tap water was the best part of it. And even that was emotionally unavailable, you know. But, you know, the Soviets were our brothers, you know. And if your big brother has a tank, you just say, thank you, and you eat your soup, you know. That's the things how is it happening there, yeah. I don't have any notes actually. I think I forgot the notes. That's not a note. Sorry. So what else was there? Yeah, so that was it. Like, yeah, I think also like I would tell you like we have. You can't imagine, but like we had all this like I'm in red today because everything was red when I was a kid. We have like red slogans everywhere with Soviet Union forever. Forever. Do you remember Soviet Union? Did anyone know what Soviet Union was? Yeah, so with forever, you know, it's aged well. It's aged well like ham sandwich in your glove box. It's not. Yeah. Well, I grew up there, and I was 15 when Berlin Wall fell down. The Eastern Bloc change, in Czechoslovakia we have like a velvet revolution, they call it. That's mean like no blood, no one's killing anyone, just the democracy, entering quietly in the room. I'm late, I'm bringing the human rights, and blue jeans, gluten-free options. And the Russian army has to leave, it never broke. They were selling everything, I seen one soldier who was selling the bombshell as a beer glass, and my mates they were buying the Russian hats from them for like 5 crowns and flipping them for the tourists for 700. And they let me join in. I was like 15, So I was there selling the Russian uniform for the tourists, and I made more money than my Russian language teacher in the school. For like whole months I was making it on the weekend, and it was the first time I started learning the language. That's why I have an accent, because I learned English on the street. Like my first sentence was, "Can I help you?" I was really working really well when my teacher asked me why I'm skipping the school, I was just like, "Can I help you?" Saying. So I was kicked out from the communist pioneer, I survived the radioactive gym class, I became basically capitalist at the age of 15, all of this before I could legally buy the beer, So, if your life gets like a bit strange sometimes, just put your gas mask on and ask, "Can I help you?" Everything's gonna be fine, don't worry.